Here we are at 3160 Rowbud Farms Way. This is already a sold unit, so I'm going to go through this pretty quickly, but this will at least give you an idea of what the layout feels like, looks like, and then I'll go check out that lot right after and show you kind of where that's at location-wise. But they're going to be relatively the same type of backyard, so just a heads up. Right off the bat, really large front patio, so this is actually big enough to where you could have plenty of seating. Really nice there. Coming into the house, you got kind of an interesting front foyer office area. I'm not as big a fan of this one versus like the D.R. Horton one that you guys will get to see. It just has a little bit of a different feel to it. Way bigger opening, more exposed to the house, and then just kind of a weird shape, but easily could be used as an office, and then you could always put some doors in if need be. Coming in, LPV flooring, like pretty much all new builds have. Nothing crazy there. Garage is going to be a little bit smaller than that D.R. Horton. It's got a taller roof, so storage up above if you put some shelves in it wouldn't be bad. And it's got a little bit longer. It's not as wide, but it is longer this direction because the stairs aren't in the way. So you could park a pretty good sized vehicle. I could probably park my truck in here and not have a problem. Coming in, coat closet right off the front door. Quarter bath, pedestal sink, pretty similar to the D.R. Horton builds. So there's not going to be much difference. Black hardware throughout. A little bit different of a low profile carpet. This one has a little bit more of a pattern to it, but probably about the same grade, same quality feel. This definitely is set up. I personally like this setup better than the D.R. Horton. The D.R. Horton felt really just rectangular throughout, didn't have much of a change where it went kitchen, table, living room. This one definitely is set up 10 times better, where the living room really does feel like its own space. Feels nice and open, huge, plenty of room for the backyard or for big couches, big TVs. And then the kitchen kind of has its own separation as well with the walls. Soft close, everything here as well, just like D.R. Horton. Gas range, farmhouse sink, stainless steel. And then they also have a little kitchen nook that's across. Counter space here, it's decent on that. About the same as D.R. Horton. They just have it separated a little differently. Kind of an interesting way to do the refrigerator area, but that does give you a lot more availability to do your own type of fridge. You can put a bigger fridge in, put cabinets up above. It does have a good feel to it in this type of floor plan. This is what it kind of looks like as we walk across the dining room area. You could put a massive table in here. No worries there. And sorry about all these new builds are hard to film, so sorry if my camera keeps going in and out of focus. Quartz countertops. This one has a fleck to it, and that's what would be in the other house as well. I'm not sure what the cabinets would look like, backsplash or anything like that. In the other one, I'd have to get some more information from them. You do also have this kind of like coffee bar, breakfast nook little area in the corner, just for extra storage, right next to a very large pantry. This is a good sized pantry, about the same as the D.R. Horton one, maybe a little bit bigger just feel wise because it's a true walk-in. And then the unique side about that is with this not having a basement, your utility room is in your pantry. So carrier unit, they do water tanks versus the tankless like D.R. Horton had the tankless, which I think is always kind of nice to have, as the tankless versus the water heaters, but everyone's a little different there. These guys use LG for their package. So dishwashers LG, fridges LG, microwave and stove. I like the canned lights here more than I do at D.R. Horton. These are the flush mount can lights versus D.R. Horton has kind of a bulbed canned light. Has no basement in it, so crawl space. It's about a 4 foot deep crawl space. Is insulated. It does have a vapor barrier in it, so it could be used for storing items that are less used. But going down there obviously wouldn't be very fun to grab things from. But otherwise, the under stair storage is pretty large. We'll just pop upstairs and then I'll show you the backyard last. Just because I know that's probably your biggest concern on these. So we're just going to move through here pretty quick. These guys do have it where it comes with washer and dryers. I believe these are both LGs as well. Yep, both LGs. Washer is a top load. Dryer is a side load. Attic access in the laundry room, which I do like that better than the bedrooms. You do have that big open space in this one as well. Not nearly the size of the DR Horton. DR Horton has probably twice the size of this one is, but this is still pretty decent. Primary bedroom is massive though, comparative to the DR Horton, so they obviously split the space up a little different. This thing's huge. Big windows, nice and open, no fans. But nothing crazy to note, but it is a very, very large primary bedroom. Coming into the bathroom, same type of countertops. I like the mirror a little bit better in these than the DR Hortons. You do have the closed off toilet area as well. I like the shower a little bit better than the DR Hortons. The frame is bigger. I like that they tile all the way up to the top. If I can show you. Huge closet as well. This is where more of the space is at. Automatic light turns it on. But this is a true proper primary closet in my opinion. I mean, this thing is massive. Just in case, linen closet. Sorry, this one's probably a little more wobbly than my other videos since I'm going through it so quick. And it has a secondary closet, so you can kick your husband to this closet and that big one could be yours. But both walk-ins. So they really heavily focus on the primary bedroom versus the open space like the DR Horton one does. And then these bedrooms are going to be pretty good size as well. So here's the first bedroom. This is probably like a 14 by 14 or even bigger than that. So plenty size for a king bed. This also has a very large closet as well. And then this does face towards the back of the house. So the guest bedrooms are the back, front bedroom or primary bedrooms in the front. To me, I like having the primary in the back and then guest bedrooms in the front, but that's just my personal preference. Coming around, then you have your extra bedrooms over here. You got this one right here. Again, a great size bedroom. You easily could fit a king in here as well. Great space for an office or for the kids. And then the last bedroom up here. Again, really good size. I mean, there's really not much to complain about these bedrooms in terms of size and quality. All have smaller walk-in closets off the guests. And then I'm just going to show you this from up here so you can get a better perspective of the backyard. So you can see down to your right, that's a concrete pad from the back door. And then this one has a retention wall. So when you're actually in the backyard, you really don't see your neighbors, but obviously from the second floor you do. These are your guest bedrooms, so you're not looking into your neighbor's backyard from there. From the kitchen as well, when I show you, it really doesn't show as well in terms of like, you'll see their second floor more than you'll see their first floor. But these backyards are definitely a little bit larger, especially comparative to the other one that we checked out in this neighborhood in Bloom. Other than that, that's kind of that floor plan. Oh, well, let me show you the bathroom before I forget. And this is just that guest bathroom. DR Horton did the double sink. This is just the single sink, but separated tub area and bathroom. Fiberglass tub, decent size. It's actually a deep fiberglass tub, so a little better for taking baths. And that is pretty much it, guys, for that. Let me show you guys the backyard really quick. Give you guys hopefully a little bit better of a representation of what that looks like, since I know that was the most important to you, especially looking at these houses. And then we'll go look at the lot for the other one since it's not built yet. But they said it is going to be pretty similar to this one. If I can open up this door. All right, coming to the backyard, no patio. You'd have to do your own landscaping. I do kind of like the way that the neighbor did theirs, where they have the deck running up to the retention wall. It does look nice. Great spot for planter beds along the retaining wall up there. Great light. You got your water source right there, so you could put in some irrigation as well. I'm not always the biggest fan of sloping lots. That does push water back towards the house, or if we get heavy rainfall, can cause a little bit of moisture retention right in here, which can get kind of soggy and gross over time. We don't get that much rain here, so it's not as big of an issue, but again, something I just want to bring up. Me standing right here, I can only see their second floor windows. First floor you can't really see, so you do get a lot more privacy with this home versus the other one that we looked at in Bloom when you were here. On these homes, the AC units are smaller, but it's because they don't have a basement, so they're still regulated for the square footage. But that is something to note, that the AC is definitely a little bit on the smaller end. It is a carrier unit. It's along the side right there. This does have enough place to where you could have a nice backyard, plenty of grass for your kids to play in, put a trampoline back here even if you wanted one, or a little play set, or otherwise really good spot for gardening as well. This does face the north, so it does get a little less sun, but that is also really helpful in Colorado for growing, because it is up and away from the house. If you did do a garden bed along that retaining wall, you get plenty of sunlight there, plus some shade for those really hot 90 degree, 100 degree August days that we do get here every once in a while. But that kind of gives you an idea of how this looks. I'm going to run over really quick and check out the lot for you guys, get a little video of it, see kind of what it looks like, and then go from there and see what your thoughts are. All right, guys, we'll be in touch.